Hi, my name is Ken Hughes. Today I want to talk to you about artificial intelligence. And of course, the moment I say that, you all tune out because you think, oh God, not another video on AI. But today I want to talk about the consumer behavior side, because the consumer behavior is about to change fundamentally because of AI. It's not the technology that's going to cause the disruption. It's going to be the consumer expectations around brands interacting in a personal, deeply intimate, timely, and contextual way. So if you think about the big step changes we've had, I remember being like a young postgraduate student in 1996, being told, oh, the internet's the next big thing. And I remember going on to Yahoo at the time and thinking, is it really? It doesn't look like the next big thing. And then I remember holding my phone in like 2001, my Nokia 3310, playing Snake, thinking and being told this is the next big thing, mobile commerce. We're going to all access the internet via our mobiles. And I was looking at it thinking, really, it doesn't seem to be. Because obviously the internet needed broadband, followed by Wi-Fi, followed by laptop, followed by mobile, to be able to actually extend and catalyze into e-commerce. Similarly, mobile phones needed the smartphone and needed all that Wi-Fi and 4G, 5G connection also to be able to catalyze. And so I think AI is the same right now. Yes, it's going to be the next big thing. And the technology is, you see it every single month, new releases, it is going to be huge. You just don't need to understand exactly how yet. People are terrified about AI. Every event I go to at the moment where I speak about AI, or maybe the whole event is around AI, people have a fear. It's either one, AI is here to steal my jobs, or two, more often actually, I just feel a little bit ignorant about AI, what's it going to be? You don't have to understand every single aspect of AI, natural language progression, algorithms, etc., to understand that AI is going to change consumer expectations. That's all you need to know. The application of AI in your brand or business, that's where you need to be focused on, not actually the technology. And so AI, there's so many aspects I could talk about, but I'm just going to talk about personalization today, because actually that is the key to unlocking the actual customer experience for AI. So personalization in the past has been very blunt. We've used people's names, we've used their previous buyer behavior to predict other products they might like, and that's about it. It doesn't make them feel special. Whereas what's coming is, through AI assistants and AI agents, basically a slave, a digital slave that will run your life for you. And once that happens for consumers, once we step out of the consumer decision buying process and hand over that responsibility to someone else, all that effort and time it takes for us to search for products, to compare alternatives, we give that away. Because it's effort. We don't like that. Do you remember when you used to go to a video store in the 90s and you would get in your car, you'd drive to the local store, you'd walk around looking for a movie, you'd eventually get it, you'd bring it home, you'd rewind it, you'd bring it back. So much effort. Today you just click Netflix or Disney Plus and you watch it. That's what's going to happen. We're going to step out of doing all the effort and comparisons, and it means our brands that we bring to market are going to have to be so much stronger to cut through. So imagine an AI world, right? Today I'm looking to go on a skiing holiday with my teenagers. So for me, in the current climate, I've got to go online, I've got to look at all the alternatives, where the local airports are to me, where the airlines fly near the ski resorts, what ski resort could I choose, what the accommodations are, self-catering, chalet accommodation, are there skiing lessons, are there other activities to do around the edges, and it takes me so much work. By the time I have all those browser windows open, all the apps open, and yes, there are some AI bots on those apps and websites that'll help me. So I go on booking.com, I can enter my dates, and it can look at the various accommodation, it can filter it by price, and so yeah, basic bots, but the bots aren't talking to each other. The flight bot isn't talking to the booking.com bot, isn't talking to the ski resort bot. It's all separate. Imagine a world where there is one bot. It's a bot that I pay for. And it's not a bot anymore because it's actually an agent. It's an actual AI-driven assistant agent. And it's going to take all my personal data, all my preferences that it knows from every single request I've done in the past. And we've all had a go at generative AI this year already, and we can see how it's working. It's going to take all that. It's going to find me the perfect resort with the perfect flight and the perfect timing to my schedule. It's going to book the seats for me and my 3 kids with 20 kg luggage. It's going to book the car transfers. It's going to book the activities all around the edges, just like that. And because I trust the system, and I do that again and again and again with high involvement products like a holiday, I'm certainly going to do it for low involvement products like clothes or groceries or everything in my life. I'm going to hand over to this AI assistant. And once that happens, consumers then expect every interaction with every business to be flexible and easy and convenient and fast, deeply personal, deeply intimate. AI changes every industry. Look at education. So again, you might have a 10-year-old son who's kind of struggling with the area and perimeter and maths. The deep fake video math tutor, instead of waiting for someone to come to your house, open up that AI assistant and it'll already have designed some Minecraft gaming type problems for the kid to understand, because it knows the kid likes Minecraft. So it'll basically make it deeply personal. It'll teach through personal experience. Similarly, maybe his 14-year-old sister who's a Swiftie, is doing economics, doesn't understand the law of demand and supply, a bit confused. Fine, it'll then create problems to do with Taylor Swift ticketing. and say, yeah, well, look, you love Taylor Swift, so what happens to ticket sales and demand and supply? And again, it'll personalize everything, but every aspect of our lives. Take healthcare and mental health. We have a huge mental health waiting list everywhere around the world to see a therapist. And I'm not suggesting that AI is going to replace all psychotherapists, but it can do a lot of the heavy lifting for people who just need a conversation with someone around guilt, grief, loss, recovery, anxiety, stress. These are so many problems, so many common problems that just need if then questioning, and AI can certainly empathize, it can listen, it can challenge, and the quality of the video interactions are getting better and better. And so eventually we do get to a place where, yeah, I can talk to technology and I can feel better about myself. And once we enter that space, that intimate, empathetic space with AI, you can see where that's going. The barrier between us, them, the technology, it starts to blur. So we get to a point where every aspect of our lives is driven by AI. It's a really exciting place. And what it means is that we have to stop having this conversation around fear about, oh, it's going to take our jobs, or it's going to, yeah. I mean, like the Hollywood writers strike recently, that AI was going to start writing scripts, and that AI was going to, deep fake actors, and was going to actually produce entire movies and films without any camera operators or lighting people. Yeah, unfortunately, the genie's kind of out of the bottle in a way. My son is upstairs writing an essay for school on ChatGPT right now. They use the technology to start content production, and we've all had an example of that this year too, with generative AI, image generation, content generation. And so the consumer themselves is ready for an easier life. I don't want to do all the searching, I don't want to do all the comparing. Now previously we used to pay, let's say, to be up high on Google search to be seen. What happens when the AI assistants take over? And there's an amazing technology. I mean, Google have a search generative experimentation in their lab at the moment, which is an amazing piece of kit where you can imagine a product just from your head, imagine a product, type it in, and then it'll generate a 3D image of that product for you, and then go off on the internet and try and find a product that already exists to match what you've just created from your head, so that you can buy. Literally, you can now buy anything that's in your head. And so those things, when you're looking at AI development, you can see where it's going. Easy is where it's going. I want things that are deeply personal, deeply intimate, deeply contextual, relevant, timely. All that is my demand as a consumer now, and it's going to change in the next 2 or 3 years really fast. What that means is it puts pressure on your customer experience right now, your customer journey, however you've designed it. You need to make sure that you are also those things, deeply personal, intimate, relevant, and you need to start putting AI into the business to deliver those things. Now you might be thinking, well, where do I start? What AI do I use? That's fine, have those conversations, throw some mud at the wall, try some things, but do get involved. It'll be a little bit like not having a website in the 2000s, or not having any mobile commerce or social media presence right now. That'll be AI in 2 or 3 years. You have to start using it somewhere to add value to the customer experience, to get deeply personal, to get faster, to get better. And that's the challenge. The challenge is, where is AI in retail going to go? It's going to a fantastical place that is deeply personal, driven by technology, but ultimately pulled through by your customers' expectation. Until next time, I'm Ken Hughes.